Imagine this. You walk into your manager's office or you log into that mandatory Zoom call. You have a big bright smile on your face. You use words like alignment, synergy, and excited for the challenge. Everyone thinks you're the model employee. But inside you are screaming. Your blood pressure is skyrocketing, your sleep is a distant memory, and you feel like you are slowly hollowing out. Welcome to mid-2026. You aren't quiet quitting anymore. You are quiet cracking. This is Soul Sanctum. In the last 30 days, a chilling new term has taken over the corporate lexicon: quiet cracking. Unlike quiet quitting, which was a conscious choice to set boundaries, quiet cracking is an involuntary mental breakdown. It's what happens when the job market is so terrifying that you cannot afford to leave, but the workplace is so toxic that you cannot afford to stay. You are trapped in a high-stakes performance of happiness just to keep a steady paycheck. You've mastered the art of looking productive, but the price is your soul. Why is this happening now? Look at the headlines from June 2026. Tech giants are reporting record-breaking profits while simultaneously weaponizing return-to-office mandates. But here is the shocking truth: those mandates aren't about collaboration. They are stealth layoffs. Management is betting that by forcing a 5-day commute on employees who have built efficient remote lives, a percentage of you will simply break and quit. They want your resignation so they don't have to pay your severance. And for those who stay, you enter the AI surveillance squeeze. Your boss isn't just a person anymore, it's an interface. Every click, every pause, every idle minute is being logged and graded by a machine that views your humanity as biological friction. Management treats creativity like a linear compute task. They think more prompts equals more value, but insight doesn't scale with GPU usage. You are being judged by your daily time spent glued to a screen rather than what you actually produce. The psychological toll is a state of hypervigilant burnout. Because you know you're being watched, you spend 20% of your day performing productivity theater. You're moving your mouse, you're auto-generating Slack messages, and you're faking enthusiastic alignment just to keep your loyalty score in the green. You're working harder just to prove you're working, leaving even less energy for the actual work that matters. You've become a haunted mannequin with a deadline. One viral quote from a senior analyst recently captured this perfectly: "I have definitely mastered the art of looking happy. Nobody knows how miserable I am. This is the inflation eraser at work." You get a raise, but it's immediately wiped out by insurance increases and the cost of existing. You are running on a treadmill that is speeding up while your oxygen is being cut off. The corporate world wants to turn you into a perfectly optimized node, but you are a person with a history and a future. This leads to what psychologists call workplace anhedonia. You land the big project. You hit the quarterly target. You get the high performer badge from the bot. And you feel nothing. No pride, no relief, just a cold realization that your reward for good work is simply more work. Your achievements have become mere data points for a spreadsheet that resets to zero every Monday morning. Your sense of craft is being hollowed out by a system that values tokens per second over human depth. But here is the truth that Soul Sanctum wants you to hear: you are being gaslighted. Management wants you to feel unstable or unproductive so you won't question the structural rot of the system. They use the fear of being replaced to kidnap your survival instinct. But an algorithm cannot replicate your human judgment, your empathy, or your ability to solve a crisis that wasn't in its training data. You aren't lagging behind because you are slow. You're struggling because you are a biological being in an artificial ecosystem. So how do you survive the quiet crack? The first step is to reclaim your corporate avatar. Realize that the person smiling on that Zoom call is not *you. It is a professional character you are playing to navigate a toxic stage. By decoupling your true identity from your performance happiness, you create a psychological buffer. When the avatar is criticized by a bot, your soul stays untouched. You are an actor collecting a paycheck, not a compute unit being optimized. Step 2, reclaim your bio breaks, not just for the bathroom, but for your mind. Disconnect from the office Wi-Fi the moment you step out. Recenter your identity around specific real humans. Walk in the park. Deep conversation. Simple act of staring at the sky without a KPI. These aren't distractions, they are the ultimate defenses of your humanity. In an age of automated dehumanization, staying whole, messy, and human is a revolutionary act of self-preservation. Finally, practice strategic slowness. In a world that wants you to be a perfectly optimized compute unit, moving at a human pace is an act of defiance. The machine can do fast, but only you can do meaningful. Focus on the human layers that the algorithm can't see. The office politics, the historical nuance, the unspoken needs of a colleague. This is where your true value lies. Don't waste your health trying to prove your worth to a spreadsheet. You are whole. You are enough. You are definitely not a noisy data point. The corporate mirrors are broken, but the light is still yours. Take the mask off when you're alone, breathe into your own space, and remember to stay bright, stay human. This is Soul Sanctum. Subscribe for your daily dose of workplace healing.